Hey guys, today I'm going to share with you my Hunter-Trapper build that my friend and I made. So for this build we're going to be using Top Tree Gunslinger, specifically for that proximity explosive knife as well as the trip mine grenade. Then we're also going to be using Gambler's Dodge and any jump, doesn't really matter. So for our exotic armor we're going to be using Yamahankara's Spine. I have a year 1 version that has enhanced impact induction. The exotic perk here is Wish Dragon Teeth, increased trip mine grenade duration and blast radius. Ability damage grants trip mine grenade energy. So this also gives your trip mine grenade increased health, so it takes more damage to break it, as well as increased damage, so it goes from doing small damage to big damage, specifically 160 damage. Enhanced impact induction is really nice because it gives us grenade energy on melee hits, so that throwing knife and your base melee will give you a ton of grenade energy back. Then we've got an ordnance mod for increased discipline. This is just a year 1 mod, it's just discipline. Then for my cape, these are the next important mods. We have outreach, double outreach. When we dodge and we're not near an enemy, we get something like 20% of our melee energy back, as well as when we dodge near an enemy, we get our whole melee back. This is important because you're not always near enough to an enemy when you need to dodge to get your melee back. At least with this, you still get some energy back. Then I'm running Radiant Light and Powerful Friends for some huge bonuses to mobility and strength stats. For mobility, I'm running 80 mobility, and for strength, I've got 74 strength. I only run 80 mobility due to my double lightweight weapons. Each of these weapons gives a invisible +2 to mobility while I'm holding them, so I always have 10 mobility, which means my dodge comes back every 11 seconds. Chattering Bone is a really good generalist weapon. It doesn't excel immensely in any stat necessarily, but it's a very good all-around weapon. You can use this at a lot of ranges and be successful with it. Then for my shotgun, I've got Xenoclast, which is the new strike exclusive shotgun. It's really nice. I've got a near god roll with full choke, accurized rounds, slideways, and demolitionist. Demolitionist is really important for this build because it will give us grenade energy on kills. It also gives a full reload when you toss your grenade, although that's not nearly as important as the grenade energy. This can be really good because when you pair that with the throwing knife or the trip mine grenade, it's very easy to get cleanup kills with the shotgun. So you get energy from your exotic for hitting the opponent with one of your abilities, and then you also get energy from getting the shotgun kill. So the main way you're going to be using this class is by doing the grenade and melee wombo combos. So you throw your melee and immediately throw the grenade. Then that little cluster of grenades and melee will insta-kill enemies if they are close enough. I don't know the exact ranges, but it's pretty generous, as the grenade does 160 damage, almost the entire blast radius, and the knife does 105 damage with a smaller blast radius, and then decreasing damage as the opponent gets further away. You only need to hit 40 damage on your opponent for that trip mine grenade to kill them, which is not that hard for the melee. An important thing to note is that if you throw your knife and then throw the grenade will bounce off the knife. It can't stick to it. So it's also really important to make sure you know your trip mine angles and where you can place trip mines easily, so that you can easily just set up on a wall and people will blow up if they go by there. You can also use this setup to stop pushes on heavy or pushes on points. Some good angles are right here, as well as in these choke points where enemies really need to get through a small area and your grenades can stop them easily. So it's also important to note that when you dodge, you get some melee energy. This is really useful because your melee comes back fairly quickly. I think it's a 48-second cooldown for me, and that will take off, just under a quarter of that cooldown. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. Have any suggestions for a new build or video idea, or anything I could have improved on, let me know down in the comments section. And yeah, here's some of the clips.